Rama Rama Hare Hare,
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
श्री हरिनाम संकीर्तन महायज्ञ की
जय।
ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की
जय।
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
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 Narayanam Namaskritya
Narayanam Namaskritya
Naran Chaiva Narottamam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Tato Jayamudirayet
Tato Jayamudiraye
Nashtaprayeshvabhadreshu
Nashtaprayeshu Bhadreshu
Nityaṁ bhāgavata-sevya
Nityaṁ bhāgavata-sevya
Bhagavatir uttama shloke
Bhagavatir uttama shloke
Bhaktir bhavati naishthiki
Bhaktir bhavati naishtaki
Nigama kalpataror galitam phalam
Nigama kalpataro galitam phalam
Shukamukhatamrtadrava samyutam
Sukhamukādamritadrava samyutam
Pibata bhagavatam rasamalayam
Pibata bhagavatam rasamalayam
Muhuraho rasika bhuvi bhavukaha
Muhuraho rasika bhuvi bhavukaha
Nama sankirtanam yasya
Nama sankirtanam yasya
Sarva papa pranashanam
Sarva papa pranashanam
Pranama dukkha shamana
Pranama dukkha shramana
Tam namami harim param.
Tam namami harim param.
So we'll read from first canto, first chapter. Sorry. We read 17? 16. No, we read 15th, we have to read 16th, I think. Right?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. You can read from 1.1.16, page number 71.
को वा भगवतस्तस्य
को वा भगवतस्तस्य
को वा भगवतस्तस्य
को वा भगवतस्तस्य
पुण्यश्लोकेऽड्यकर्मणः
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 शुद्धिकामो न शृणुयात्
शुद्धिकामो न शृणुयात्
यशः कलिमलापहम्
यशकलिमलापहम्
यशः कलिमलापहम्
यशकलिमलापहम्
को वा भगवतस्तस्य
को वा भगवतस्तस्य
पुण्यश्लोकेऽड्यकर्मणः
पुण्यश्लोकेऽड्यकर्मणः
शुद्धिकामो न शृणुयात्
शुद्धिकामो न शृणुयात्
यशः कलिमलापहम्
यशकलिमलापहम्
मल अपहम्
यशकलिमलापहम्
यशः कली
यशकलिमलापहम्
मलापहम्
Does anyone want to read?
को वा भगवतस्तस्य
को वा भगवतस्तस्य
पुण्यश्लोकदयाकर्मणः
पुण्यश्लोकेऽड्यकर्मणः
शुद्धिकामो न शृणुयात्
शुद्धिकामो न शृणुयात्
यशकलिमलापहम्
यशः कलिमलापहम्
को वा भगवतस्तस्य
को वा भगवतस्तस्य
पुण्यश्लोकेऽड्यकर्मणः
पुण्यश्लोकेऽड्यकर्मणः
शुद्धिकामो न शृणुयात्
शुद्धिकामो न शृणुयात्
यशः कलिमलापहम्
यशः कलिमलापहम्
को वा भगवतस्तस्य
को वा भगवतस्तस्य श्लोकेऽड्य
पुण्यश्लोकेऽड्यकर्मणः
पुण्यश्लोकेऽड्यकर्मणः
शुद्धिकामो न शुश्रूयात्
शुद्धिकामो न शृणुयात्
यशः कलिमलापहम्
यशः कलिमलापहम्
को वा भगवतस्तस्य
को वा भगवतस्तस्य
पुण्यश्लोकेऽड्यकर्मणः
पुण्यश्लोकेऽड्यकर्मणः
शुद्धिकामो न शृणुयात्
शुद्धिकामो न शृणुयात्
यशः कलिमलापहम्
यशः कलिमलापहम्
को वा भगवतस्तस्य श्लोकेऽड्य पुण्यश्लोकेऽड्यकर्मणः शुद्धिकामो न शृणुयात् यशः कलिमलापहम्
को वा भगवतस्तस्य
को वा भगवतस्तस्य
पुण्यश्लोकेऽड्यकर्मणः
पुण्यश्लोकेऽड्यकर्मणः
शुद्धिकामो न शृणुयात्
शुद्धिकामो न शृणुयात्
यशः कलिमलापहम्
यशः कलिमलापहम्
को वा भगवतस्तस्य
को वा भगवतस्तस्य
पुण्यश्लोकेऽड्यकर्मणः
पुण्यश्लोकेऽड्यकर्मणः
शुद्धिकामो न शृणुयात्
शुद्धिकामो न शृणुयात्
यशः कलिमलापहम्
यशः कलिमलापहम्
को वा भगवतस्तस्य
को वा भगवतस्तस्य
पुण्यश्लोकेऽड्यकर्मणः
पुण्यश्लोकेऽड्यकर्मणः
शुद्धिकामो न शृणुयात्
शुद्धिकामो न शृणुयात्
यशः कलिमलापहम्
यशः कलिमलापहम् Okay, कहा who va rather bhagavatah of the Lord tasya his punya virtuous shloka idya worshipable by prayers karmanah deeds shuddhi kamaha desiring deliverance from all sins na not. Śrūnuyād, does hear. Yashaha, glories. Kali, of the age of quarrel. Mala apaham, the agent for sanctification. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace, Abhay Charanar with the Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Does anyone want to do the translation?
Who is there desiring deliverance from the vices of the age of quarrel? Who is not willing to hear the virtuous glories of the Lord?
Virtuous.
Virtuous glories of the Lord.
Anyone else? The purport?
The age of Kali is the most condemned age due to its some features. Kali Yuga is so saturated with vicious habits that there is a great fight at the slightest misunderstanding. Those who are engaged in the pure devotional service of the Lord, who are without any desire for self-aggrandizement, and who are freed from the effects of fruitive actions and dry philosophical speculations, are capable of getting out of the estrangements of the complicated age. The leaders of the people are very much anxious to live in peace and friendship, but they have no information of the simple method of hearing the glories of the Lord. On the contrary, such leaders are opposed to the propagation of the glories of the Lord. In other words, the foolish leaders want to completely deny the existence of the Lord. In the name of secular state, such leaders are enacting various plans every year. But by the insurmountable intricacies of the material nature of the Lord, all these plans for progress are being constantly frustrated. They have no eyes to see that their attempts at peace and friendship are failing. But here is the hint to get over the hurdle. If we want actual peace, we must open the road to understanding the Supreme Lord Krishna and glorify Him for His virtuous activities as they are depicted in the pages of Srimad Bhagavata.
Okay. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamsta Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dīnabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Rashavanu Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Pancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desharini Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityaṁ Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam karoti vachalam Pangum langayate girim Yat kripatamaham vande Shri Gurum Dīnatarinam Paramananda Madhavam Shri Chaitanya Ishwaram. That's it. For joining the morning program. The biggest slap we can give to our own illusion is to chant early in the morning. Right? So if you are able to chant early in the morning every day, I'm discovering that more and more honestly. So, and as we are able to come here, overcoming Maya in her first attack of the day, right, which is to make us sleep longer. So that is the first attack of Maya. So if we are able to combat that attack of Maya, then we are better prepared for the rest of the day. So congratulations on winning the first battle today. So hope you win the rest of the day as well. So let's continue winning every day, waking up, chanting Hare Krishna mantra, honoring prasadam. This way we can bhukta bhoga parityakta. So by enjoying the remnants of the Lord, then we'll make very fast progress. So we are reading from first canto, 16th, first canto, first chapter, 16th verse. So the shloka is Kova bhāgavata-kathā punya shlokedya karmanaha Shuddhi kāmo na Śrūnuyād yashaha kalli malapaham. So the sages are actually glorifying their question. In the 13th chapter, the sages are asking a question. 13th verse, my bad. They are saying, Tannaha shushrushamananam arghasi anganu varnitum yasya avataro bhutaram kshemaya cha bhavaya cha. So tell me the glories of the Lord. Kshemaya cha bhavaya cha. So it is very kshemam. Kshemam means very good. Bhavaya cha. It will uplift a person. What will uplift a person? What is very good? The glories of the Lord. Anganu varnitum. Yasyavataro bhutanam. We want to hear the glories of the Lord. Who is the Lord? Bhagavan Sattvatam Patihi. Devakyam Vasudevasya Jato Yasya Chikirshaya. One who is born to this Krishna, not my neighbor Krishna. The Krishna who is born of Devaki and Vasudeva. Right? So sometimes you must be interested in the actor Krishna. Right? Or some other comedian Krishna. I don't know if there is someone like that. Right? Or maybe cricketer Krishna. I don't know. But who are we interested? Which Krishna are we interested to know? So it's important to understand which Krishna we are interested to understand. Who is it? Devakyam Vasudevasya. Jataha. One was born to Devakyam Vasudevasya. He's born to Devaki and Vasudeva. So this yes. So Devakyam Vasudevasya. So one who is interested, they're saying, I'm interested to know about the Lord and what is the nature of the qualities of the Lord. What is the nature of his pastimes? What is so great about his pastimes? So they're glorifying. And if someone takes shelter of their lotus feet, you can become so easily purified. Why? If you are actually taking bath in Ganga, then it takes a long time. There's a very nice bhajan. It says, Gangara parasa hoile pastate pava darshane pavitra koro he tomara gu. So, Gangara parasa hoile. If one takes bath in Ganga, pastate pavan, he takes, it becomes purified by taking bath in the Ganga. But darshana pavitra karo he tomara gu. But if one takes just your darshan, then he becomes purified. Right? So which is better, taking bath in Ganga or taking darshan of a sadhu? Taking darshan of a sadhu. Right? Why? He says very nicely, to get that song here. तुम्हारा हृदय सदा गोविंद विश्राम गोविंद करो न one second, where is that exact verse? Forgot. One second. तुम्हारा हृदय सदा. Okay, got it. So he's telling तुम्हारा हृदय सदा Govinda Vishra. This is about glorifying the Sadhu. He's telling the Sadhu, Tomara Hridaya Sada. In your heart, Govinda Vishram. Govinda is there in your heart. But what is Govinda telling? Govinda Kohena Sada Vaishnava Para. But what is Govinda saying? In your heart, Govinda is there. But if you ask Govinda, who's there in your heart? He's telling, my devotee is in my heart. So this is the nature of you, glorifying the devotee. That's what we saw last week. How the sadhu is so great, yet pada samshrayaha sutta. So who's this Krishna? Just by associating with his lotus feet. Once, Ganga Devi. Ganga Devi got association of the lotus feet of Hari for, is it properly Hari? So yet pada samshrayaha sutta. They got association just of the lotus feet of the Lord once. But the munis who are the Lord, who are the devotees of the Lord, they have the lotus feet of the Lord installed in their heart. You see, that is why just by having darshan of them even once, a devotee makes, a person makes so much progress. You see, so the sages of Naimisaranya are asking, who will not bhāgavata-kathā, who will not take advantage of hearing these beautiful pastimes? And I'm coming to these sages and telling me, I'm not interested in hearing these pastimes. Bhāgavata-kathā, who will not hear these beautiful pastimes of the Lord, which will immediately purify one? Who will not hear? Bhāgavata-kathā. Punya shlokedya karmanaha. It is so virtuous to hear them. It is so purifying to hear them. Kova bhagavatastasya. They are asking, they are adding one more adjective to the person. Who, not just anyone, Kova bhagavatastasya Shuddhi Kāmo. Shuddhi Kāmo. Who, desiring to purify themselves, he will not hear these pastimes. We say, now I know why I don't want to hear these pastimes. Why? Because I don't want to purify myself. I'm not Shuddhi Kāmaha. I'm not Shuddhi Kāmaha. Shuddhi Kāma means one who desires to purify himself. I'm happy being dirty. I'm not Shuddhi Kāmo. So the sages are asking, if you are Shuddhi Kāmaha, who will not hear Kova Bhagavatastasya? Who will not hear this beautiful Bhagavata Leela? The beautiful pastimes of the Lord. Punya shlokedya karmanaha. Shuddhi Kāmo na Śrūnuyād. Shuddhi Kāma na Śrūnuyād. Yashak-kali malāpaham. And whoever desiring to be free from the effects of Kali, Kali will exaggerate our imperfections. This is the potency of Kali. If I have a little desire for illicit sex, or little, very minute, if I have desire for fame or money or something illicit, gambling, association of Kali Yuga will make it from 1% to 99%. This is the effect of Kali. Everywhere there is Kali. Quarrel and hypocrisy. Quarrel and hypocrisy. And hypocrisy means kapatya. You know kapata? Kapat. Right? Something inside, something else outside. So this kapatyam, the nature of being kapata is called kapatya. So this kapatya and Kali literally means quarrel.
I want to quarrel with someone. Children quarrel with other children. Right? Gurus quarrel with other gurus. Temples quarrel with other temples. Devotees quarrel with other devotees. Kali is so penetrating. It can penetrate everywhere. Husband quarrels with wife. Children quarrel with parents. So this Kali is so prevalent that everywhere, internet, everyone is quarreling. What is everyone doing on internet? Quarreling. Quarrel. You said this, I said this. There cannot be agreement on anything. So Kali means there is some disagreement. I can't take things lightly. It's not possible. So yashaha. If you hear the yashas means what? Fame. The fame, the name and fame of the Lord, what will it do? You can repeat after me. Kali, mala, apaham. Apaham means steal. Very nice word, apaham. Apaham means to steal. Steal means even if I don't want to give it up, it will be taken away from me. Kali, mala, apaham. Mala means what? Dirt, right? So the dirt of Kali will be vanquished. Will be vanquished. Anyone who hears the glories of the Lord. Kali, mala, apaham. So, Shukadeva, the sages of Naimisaranya are asking, who will not hear this message? They're asking to me. They're asking all of us. Who will not hear? And then everyone is saying, or just trying to distribute Bhagavatam. They say, I don't want Bhagavatam. I don't want to hear Bhagavad Gita. I don't want to get this. Why? I don't want to purify myself. I want to quarrel more. I want to pretend more. I want to be more impure. I want to be more lusty. I want to be more angry. I want to be more greedy. Let me watch this television. Let me watch here. Let me go there. Let me check my phone. Let me gossip. I don't want to hear Srimad Bhagavatam. My mind says, I don't want. I don't want. Why? I don't want to become purified. So the mind will never want to hear chant. So the mind will never want to hear Bhagavatam. Right? Why? Because it is interested in to be impure. Prabhupada's guru said the mind is a non-devotee. The mind is a non-devotee. The mind is a... So if at all we have to preach to someone, whom do we have to preach? Mind. Preach to this mind. Beat this mind. Right? Prabhupada's guru said, Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur said, in the morning take a broomstick and beat the mind again and again and again. Beat the mind to what? To listen to your superior. To listen to your superior. Who's your superior? Amma. Her mother is your superior. Right? I am not your superior. Right? So for everyone has a superior. My superior is my spiritual master. So for everyone there is a superior. So the mind must be bet. Hey, mind. Listen. 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 And who is the most superior? Purushottam, Krishna. Instruction flows from him. And everyone must listen to their superior. And if you do that, if you beat the mind like that, listen, listen, my dear fool. I have listened to you for so long and I have become sad. Please, my mind, bhaja hure mana. Hey mind, bhaja, bhaja, bhaja. Bhaja means what? Worship, worship, worship. And whom is he preaching to? Govinda Das. He is preaching to his mind. Mind, rascal mind. Do this. Do what? Shri Nanda Nandana. Bhaja Shri Nanda Nandana. Worship the son of Nanda Maharaja. Nanda Nandana. One who gives pleasure to Nanda Maharaj. Who gives pleasure to Nanda Maharaj? Krishna. So if someone says, one who gives pleasure to me, then we say sense objects. Right? So if I say my name and say, my name Nandana, that means what? Current situation is that it won't go to Krishna. He'll go to the material world. Right? But if you say any devotee, Nandana, Gopi Nandana, Nanda Nandana, Devaki Nandana, Yashoda Nandana, Sudama Nandana, Hanumat Nandana, you can say anything like that. It will all point to Krishna only. What gives pleasure to devotees? Krishna. That is why there is no quarrel amongst devotees. That is why there is no quarrel amongst devotees. Why? They all take pleasure in Krishna. But if you ask anyone who is attached to the false ego, what are you, Nandana? Right? I am TV Nandana. I am Instagram Nandana. I am shopping Nandana. Right? Which means what? This is what will give pleasure to me. Right? So I want to give pleasure to shopping. I want to give pleasure to this, or I want to take pleasure. In this way, we are confused. All of us have different centers. So in Kali, there is no common principle of Krishna consciousness. So by hearing these pastimes more and more and more, Yasha Kali Malapaham will be freed from all the vices that we have. You see? So Prabhupada said very nicely, those who are engaged in the pure devotional service of the Lord, who are without any desire for self-aggrandizement. Very nice word. Who can be free from this effects of Kali? Prabhupada is saying just in three lines very nicely. Those who are engaged in the pure devotional service of the Lord. What does it mean, pure devotional service of the Lord? We must not give way to Kali. We were discussing, when you're trying to shave, if you just go a little bit here like that, especially this place is very difficult to shave. The place where it serves, right? It's very difficult. Right? Because when you shave here, correct, if you go a little bit here, then immediately there is a scratch and then it starts bleeding. Little bit here, just little bit here. So pure devotional service of the Lord means to not give lakhs to Maya. Not give lakhs to Maya means, okay, today I have not chanted 16 rounds. Today I just chant 13 rounds. I chant 13 rounds is good enough. As soon as we give that 3 rounds lakhs, the next day it will become 10, then 8, then 2, and then 0. Case closed. Haribol. That's all. And then next time you meet devotees, you will feel very guilty. And because you will feel guilty, you will see, if I feel very guilty, I won't go to the class today. I feel more closer to this guy who's eating the restaurant. So let me not go and meet this devotee. So we will feel ourselves very estranged from devotees. But devotees won't feel like that. Devotees will not feel, okay, you have not chanted any round for 2 months. It's okay, come. But if at all we want to be fixed, then we should not give any lakhs to Maya. We are very lax. Lax means we are giving some, we are merciful to Maya. We are very merciful to Maya. We are very compassionate upon ourselves. Compassion, we are not compassionate on others. We are compassionate on ourselves. Chi pavam. You have chanted 8 rounds. Give it up. It's okay. Go and browse some phone. You have struggled so hard. Now relax. In this way, we are very compassionate on our mind. Our mind. Today, we need not go to Bhakti Vriksha. We'll go somewhere else. We'll go for partying. We'll go for that birthday party. What will I do in the birthday party? Return gift. Everyone will smile. How are you? How is your job? All kids will be screaming for their cake and, and they'll all be cranky. Where are we? What is there? Just fanning greed. Fanning lust, anger and greed. That is what is a birthday party. That is what is a birthday party. Every kid is thinking, what will I get? What will I get? What will I get? That's all. Fanning lust, fanning greed. And children are just gossiping with their male counterparts, and Matajis are gossiping with their Matajis counterparts. And they eat and they come back. And they call this a birthday party. This is a death day party. Because it is leading us to death. We are going to be born again and again and again and again and again by attending these birthday parties. What is the use? Which just fuels lust, anger, and greed. What is the use of these parties? You see, so we must become disgusted with these birthday parties. We must become disgusted. Unless we are disgusted, we can't make progress in spiritual life. It's not possible. Nivritta tarshaihi upagiyamanaha bhaushri shrotra manobhirama. So we must become indifferent. Upeksha. A devotee has upeksha. Upeksha means he is indifferent. He is indifferent. Indifferent to what? All mundane topics. All mundane topics is indifferent. All birthday parties is indifferent. Why is he indifferent? Because he understands ultimately it is the same illusion dressed as birthday parties. Lust, anger, and greed. That's it. That's it. So people in this age are difficult to get out. It is difficult for them to get out of the age of Kali is because they are very merciful to the mind. We are not able to stick to the rules and regulations. I mean, this applies to me for sure. So we must be very, very strict with the mind. Very strict. So we have Prabhus and Matajis separately sitting. Why? Because mixing will immediately lead, of course, all of you are very nice devotees, but traditionally in the Vedic culture, there is not mixing between male and female. If you are a brahmachari or in a grihastha, we don't talk with Matajis unless it's absolutely necessary. Unless it's absolutely necessary, don't talk with Matajis. Let Matajis talk with Matajis. Absolutely necessary. Because if it is a little mixing, little pollution, little desire, boom, there can be havoc. There can be havoc. So in Kali, people are very lax. Very lax. And so what happens? This Prabhu has attraction for another, his friend's wife. Why? Why is all this happening? Because of intimate mixing. Intimate mixing. There is no separation. So in this way, Kali Yuga means brahmacharis are not being proper brahmacharis. And grihasthas are not being proper grihasthas. Children are not being proper children. And everywhere there is confusion about one's roles or responsibilities. So Prabhupada is saying, those who are engaged in the pure devotional service of the Lord, they are strictly always trying to think, how can I please the Lord? How can I please my spiritual master? This is called pure devotional service of the Lord. Pure devotional service. What is pure devotional service? Anya bilashita shunyam, jnana karma dhyanavratam, anukulyena Krishna anushilanam, bhaktir uttama. Uttama bhakti means anya bilashita shunyam. Nadhanam we were reading right today morning. Nadhanam najanam nasundarim kavitama jagadisha kamaye mama janmani janmani ishwari bhavatat bhaktir hetuki tvai. My dear Lord, I want to serve you. I want to glorify you. I want to hear your beautiful pastimes. I want to just revel in you. I don't want to be waylaid by the current of this material world. And where is the current of this material world going? Where is this river doing sangam? Sangam in the big ocean of birth, death, disease, and old age. At least the ocean of this material world has a shore. The ocean of this, the ocean we are seeing in this material world, but the ocean of this material world, ocean in the material world has a shore. But the ocean of this material world, ocean of material world does not have a shore. There is no end in sight. There is no end in sight. There is no beginning, there is no end in sight. And where am I? I am in the middle of this ocean, stuck without a captain, without oars, with no energy, with no sight in mind, and I'm what do you say? Rowing, and I'm getting tired. Stuck in this bhavasagara. So we must understand our position and completely surrender to the Lord in great earnestness. In great earnestness. Earnestness means what? Eagerness, yeah, earnestness. I want this very immediately. Krishna, while you're chanting Hare Krishna mantra, not that I could care less about the Hare Krishna mantra. I'm deep trouble. Please help me, protect me, serve me. Sorry, let me serve you. So in this way, so this is what we are asking. It's also true. I'm asking that every day. Krishna, you please serve me. And give me this, give me that. So devotional service of the Lord means Anya Abhilashita Shunyam. Anya Abhilash. Abhilash means what? Desire. And Anya Abhilasha means any other desire than the service of the Lord, it becomes Shunyam. Shunyam. How is this possible? We have to hear. Because we will not understand why should I make it Shunyam? Why should this be Shunyam? It is good only, no? We feel like that. Good only, no? This is called Moham. Because we have Moha, we feel it's good only, no? So we have doubts. We have many doubts. Whether what is he saying? Is it really true? Is really Krishna existing? Is it really practical? We have some doubts. Samshaya. So Samshaya has to be slashed. So, and Prabhupada is saying, and who are without any desire for self-aggrandizement. What self-aggrandizement means? What does self-aggrandizement mean? To glorify oneself. To have the desire to make oneself the center. This is very prominent. It can come in spiritual life also. Very nicely. Why is this person not congratulating me because I cooked this? She's not saying anything. He is not saying anything. I decorated the flowers. You are not glorifying me. I sang so nicely. Why are you not saying? I gave such a nice class. No one is saying I gave a nice class. I quoted 10, 20 shlokas, new shlokas I learned. I quoted 10 of them. No one is saying, so many shlokas, Prabhu. How do I learn? No one is asking. So this desire for self-aggrandizement is very, very, very strong. It will not leave the soul very easily. So we must try to beg at the lotus feet of spiritual master. We can even be free from lust for some time, free from anger for some time. But the self-aggrandizement will be there at the backyard. It will be there because it is there in the background. Will someone not glorify me? Prabhupada says humility means to be not anxious to have the satisfaction of being glorified by others. This is the definition that Srila Prabhupada gives for humility. Humility means to not be anxious to have the satisfaction of being honored or glorified by others. You see, it's very, very strong. At least in me, it's very strong. So we need to pray to the lotus feet of the spiritual master so that he can purify us of this desire to glorify myself. My spiritual master, please help me cross my imperfections. And so I know you are the one who is helping me. All glory to Shri Guru and Shri Gauranga. You say, all Guru Srila Prabhupada. What does it mean? I'm very weak. If at all I'm able to make any amount of spiritual progress, it's because of your mercy. It's because of your grace. It's because of your glance that I'm able to make progress. If I make progress, if I'm able to come to the morning program, if I'm able to chant, thanks to my spiritual master, thanks to Srila Prabhupada. In this way, every advancement we make, we glorify, we be grateful. And by that gratefulness, we make progress. And who are free from the effects of fruitive actions, one who is not calculative. What if I do? What will I get? And last point, dry philosophical speculations, which means we are speculating, we are trying to understand. I'm trying to understand whether I am soul or not. I don't feel like I'm the soul. So maybe I'm not the soul. I'm trying to understand whether there is Krishna or not. Okay. I don't feel like that. If I speculate, I'm analyzing. I don't feel like anything. So maybe there is no Krishna. I speculate. Whether material world is really like this or not, whether this is really dharma or adharma, I feel this is dharma only. This is only practical in life. Whatever is practical in life has to be true. Dharma. So what is practical for me? To shout once in a while. So this must be dharma. What is practical? If this is new age, how can I be without the phone? So in this way, in the name of practicality and speculation are connected. False practicality and speculation are connected. So we sometimes feel this is only practical. Let me do this. So Prabhupada is saying if you have these 4 qualities, then they are capable of getting out of the estrangements of the complicated age. Complicated age. So we are speculating, it makes our life very complicated. I'll give you an example. Say, Prabhupada is saying, don't watch Bollywood movies. Okay? Say I'm trying to do speculation. Why are Bollywood movies bad? Let me watch this movie and see whether it is bad or not. I watch this movie. For 1-2 minutes, I'm able to remember Bhagavad-gita and why it is bad. And then continuing watching, 3rd, 4th minute, 5th minute, I forget Bhagavad-gita. And then 2 hours, I watch the whole movie and it is very nice. Good movie. And then I'm trying to understand whether it is bad or not. Hey, why is it bad? Nice only, no, nice message it has. One should not do drugs. Nice movie, I like this movie. He is attacking all the drug mafia. Nice message. Nice message it has. Overcoming drug mafia. Okay. But what is he doing otherwise? He's dancing with his lady in the background. He's doing like that. Correct? Right? And so I'm thinking it is a nice movie, but I'm not able to see this guy is dancing in the background with his lady. And this lady is not dressed properly. So we are not able to see that. And he is drinking with a comedian in the name of comedy. Like that he is drinking. In the morning, somehow he gets all the energy to fight all the drug mafia. And in his private life, he himself is caught for drugs. He himself is caught for drugs. Right? He's arrested in a drug mafia. He's arrested in a prostitution racket. So in this way, we think right now, I'll speculate and understand how something is bad. It will make our spiritual life become very complicated. If you want to make your spiritual life very complicated, how do you do it? Try to analyze how something is bad or something is good by your own mind and intelligence. Good luck in your spiritual life. Congratulations. You have found the way to complicate your spiritual life. With my own intelligence, I'm trying to understand what is bad and what is good. Not possible. Just listen to the words of the spiritual master. Bas. Don't try to analyze. This could be there, that could be here, there. Many devotees have done this and strayed away. They have believed in their mind and intelligence too much and they have strayed away. Subtle deviation, gross deviation. Why? They are depending on their mind and intelligence to understand what is dharma and what is adharma. It's not possible. You can't understand. It is not possible. Because the mind which is in infection, how can it cure itself of its infection? How can you find the way out of infection when you are infected? It is not possible. So right now we can't understand something is bad. But once you quit it, after 4, 5, 6 months, you can understand. Very nice. Now I understand it is bad. After you quit it, you can understand it's foolish. When you're no longer watching cricket, you can understand how foolish it is. But you're watching cricket. Oh, very nice. What did Dhoni do? What did Kohli do? What did Tendulkar do? How much did Pakistan score? India won over Pakistan. It will appear very important. You know why? Because whatever I am attached to right now, I will feel it is important. Okay? Whatever I am doing right now, I can't scold myself for it. It's very difficult. I can't think it is bad beyond an extent. because I am involved and I have a stake in it. Someone scolds my son, I will get immediately angry because I think it's my son. It's my son. How can someone scold my son? So, similarly, we can understand our imperfections only by hearing. So, Kali Yuga makes spiritual life complicated when we are engaged in speculation. Speculation. So, the best hit, the best response to Maya is submission at the lotus feet of spiritual master. Submission means what? Trying to obey without questions. And that obedience will reveal the knowledge. Immediately understand why. What is the incentive to obey? To understand my own foolishness, my past experience. What has it been? Where has my mind led me so far? Where have my faulty intelligence speculations, where has it led me? You see? So you must have faith. So the leaders of the people are very much anxious to live in peace and friendship, but they have no information of the simple method. It is a very simple method. To chant Hare Krishna mantra is very simple. To eat prasadam is very simple. To associate with devotees and dance and kirtan is very simple. But we don't want to take the simple method. On the contrary, such leaders are opposed to the propagation of the glories of the Lord. What do they want to glorify? They want to glorify themselves. Swayam Kirtanam. They don't want to propagate the glories of the Lord. Why to glorify the Lord? Why? Is he sadistic or is he narcissistic? Why to glorify the Lord? Can someone give a good answer? Why should we glorify the Lord?
Something else.
Huh?
Otherwise, we'll glorify something else.
Okay, let me glorify something else then. At least I'm convinced of those glories.
Then I'll get those values in me.
Get those values in me. Okay, I like those values.
Oh, are you sure about that?
Huh?
What's the effect of that, of those values?
What are the consequences of those values? Okay, very nice. That's a good answer. Okay.
It's my nature.
Okay. Okay, that's also okay. It is my nature to glorify the Lord. That's a very good answer. Very nice answer. It's nature to glorify the Lord.
It's spiritual by nature.
Okay, very nice.
Unless I associate something spiritual. Okay, then
Purify to keep remembering. That purify means to keep remembering. Just
Remembering
to
what?
Imprint the. Keep saying something.
Why to remember that? Why are we brainwashing ourselves like this? Why constantly brainwash? Are we a cult or what? Like constantly brainwash.
Remembering the
Glorify
part.
Krishna. Too much Krishna ho raha. It's too much. Right? Why Krishna, Krishna, Krishna? Give a break. No, give a break. Why not feel like that? What's wrong with that idea? What is the problem? Don't you feel like that sometimes? Just let's give a break. How many of you feel like that? Right. So let's just give a break to this Krishna. It's too much Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. The mind feels like that. That's true, because we don't have adhikar for continuous bhakti. We have adhikar for karma mishra bhakti maximum. When we are performing an activity for which we don't have adhikar, we feel out of place. Like if I go and sit in a quantum physics class or Java advanced programming, I feel out of place. Why? Because I don't have adhikar to be in that class. Everybody has adhikar. Okay, now to the question. Why should we glorify the Lord? Why glorify?
because he's the one who possesses everything and he's the one who owns everything and who glorification should go to the ultimate person.
Very nice point. So, whatever we are trying to glorify in this world ultimately is His only. You can't, if I'm saying the house is decorated very nicely. So, I go to Rishikesh Prabhu's place and Sai Mataji's place, House is decorated so nicely. Well, I tell the house, very nice house you have decorated yourself. Or will I tell Rishikesh Prabhu and Mataji? I tell them, right? That your house is decorated very nicely. So Krishna is telling in the Bhagavad-gita in the 10th chapter, whatever you see in this world actually is an expansion of my potency. expansion of my potency. So we must see the whole world as one body with Krishna as the soul. The whole world is one body. Vishwatmakam. Vishwatmakam. Vishwa is the whole world. This is mentioned in the second canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Just like you have a body and you are the soul. So whatever glories that your body is doing, whom does it ultimately go to? You. Is it not? Your hand is doing so, you're making puri, chak, 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 like that. Well, I say like, great hands. Or will I say, great Mataji? What will I say? Great Mataji, right? Prabhu, you are able to milk cows like so easily. Or will I say, Prabhu, great fingers. Or will I say, Prabhu, you milk, or will I tell you? I'll tell you. Is it not? Similarly, the whole world, the Bhagavatam explains, the hands, the hands are the devas, and the legs, and the mountains are the veins, and everything that you see is one body of the Lord. Chandrama manaso jataha, chaksho surya jayata, mukhadindrascha agnischa, pranad vayurajayata. So the Purusha Suktam is telling, Chandrama manaso jataha, the mind of the body. In the body of the Lord, the mind is the Chandrama manaso jataha, Chandrama. Right? Chaksho surya jayata, the eyes are the sun and the moon. Mukhadindrasta agnista, the mouth is the Agni. That is why Krishna takes all the ahuti through his mouth, because Agni is the mouth of the Lord. So all the devas, all the material manifestation that you see, what is it? Is it the material form of the Lord? Is it the material form of the Lord? So whatever you glorify the style of Rajinikanth, you glorify the cover drive of Kohli, you glorify the pull shot of someone, you glorify the serve of Rafael Nadal. Whatever you want to glorify, Krishna says, Shabdham ke Paurusham Drishu. Paurushatvam, the ability in man, comes from me. The beautiful voice comes from me. The forgetfulness of me, that I am in Maya, that also comes from Krishna. Everything comes from Krishna. The nice cooking ability comes from Krishna. The taste of water comes from Krishna. So everything we must see as Vishnu Atmakam, Krishna Atmakam, Vishwatmakam. Krishna as the soul in everything. In my misery also we must see Krishna's arrangement. Everything to see connected to Krishna. That is why we glorify him. Because we are all his parts and parcels. Anything I do ultimately goes to my Swami, goes to Krishna. This is called Vedanta Drishti. Vedanta Drishti means to see all the energies connected to the energetic. All the Shakti is connected to the Shaktiman. Shakti Shaktimatam Abhedaha. So right now we are seeing Shakti disconnected from the Shaktiman. We don't see the Shaktiman. We see Shaktis are operating independently. Kaisa hoga? It doesn't matter. It doesn't happen like that. The Shaktis are connected to the Shaktiman. When you understand that connection, this connection is called yoga. You are connecting the Shakti and Shaktiman, not just this Shakti. So there is no I that is existing independently. Is there an I existing independently? No. Is there a you existing independently? No. There is no I, there is no you existing independently from Krishna. That I exists always, has existed, is existing, will exist always as a part and parcel of the Lord. To realize that Swarupam of the Atma, that is constant connection with Krishna, it is inseparable from Krishna. That realization is called Krishna consciousness. It can never be separated by mental imagination or imposition. It cannot be separated. It is forever that same entity. But we have forgotten it. We are imagining that I am English, I am American, I am this, I am that, I am Marathi, I am Tamil. These are all our imaginations. So, this is the reason we glorify Krishna. Because there is no one else to glorify. There is nothing else. There is no other Asami. There is no other person. He is the only person existing, and everything else is his energies. Now you can't say there is another person to glorify, then you can glorify. This is the answer of Bhakti Vedanta's purport. There is a second person to glorify, you can glorify. How many persons are existing? Only one person is existing, and his energies. Everything else is his energies. All the jivas are paratantra. He only is swatantra. He only is independent. Right now we are thinking many swatantras. Pradyumna swatantra, Rishikesh Prabhu swatantra, Indrasen Prabhu swatantra. I'm thinking everyone is swatantra. But who are we? We are paratantra. So why do we glorify? Because only one person is existing and everything else is his energies. Everything else is energies. You see? Any other questions or comments? Okay. Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki Srila Prabhupada ki Pancha Kalpataru Bhishta Kripa Sindhubhye Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha.